Hi, so let's do a very quick analysis for 5 minutes for the stocks which I would be very much be interested in the next year, in this first week of Jan. So one of them is IDFC. So IDFC was able to give a very strong closing above 60. You can see in this chart, and on the top of that, let's start with Scots first. So here in the Scots also you can see this is a very good really structure about it was able to close above 1900, and now it's actually consolidating until and unless it gives a closing below say the levels of 1870. I am really very much bullish on the Scots. Definitely the second stock for me would be a WIPRO. It's very near to its all-time high of 740ish, and theoretically if it is able to move from here, then theoretically the levels of 750 should be easily achievable. Of course, the third one is also TCS. This is also, you can see, it's since a long time it was not able to give a closing of 3700, and then it was able to give, and it's able to sustain. So going forward, if it's able to maintain levels of 3650 on a closing basis, so this should also be a good trading opportunity. The next one would be ASIANPAINT for me. So ASIANPAINT also, you can see it was roundabout at here at 3400 levels. Very nice consolidation is happening, so maybe with more strength there can be a good move in ASIANPAINT. SRF also 2400, very nice move and structures has formed for SRF, so this is also looking really good. The next one would be TORNTPHARM, and here also so basically this is for the whole week, and so we never know which of the stocks will be able to carry forward the momentum of the previous week. So here also you can see it was a very strong closing of 3200, and so this also looks really good for me. And of course there is COFORGE, one of my favorites. So COFORGE is also it gave an all-time high closing on last Friday, 31st of December. So going forward, COFORGE may also be a good candidate. So let's see if it is able to at least hold the levels of here you can see the low made was near about 5600, so that's actually a very important level for COFORGE. And the next one, again in this same space, we have SLTech. So this is also trying, it gave a good closing of 1300, and now it's trying to hold this levels, so this is also looking really good. Now we have something from FMCG, and Nestle India is only one of the biggest one of the stocks which is showing a huge amount of potential for at least the levels of at least 20,500 in the short term. So definitely Nestle India would be definitely in my radar. Again, persistence is persistent is also, so most of the companies you can see is from IT space, and theoretically that's not very much surprising. So actually this was a very interesting candle, because there was a breakout and it seemed, and then so once you see a structure like this, and when you can see that it's actually consolidating at the stop of this one, so basically it was able to carry forward the momentum. And theoretically I think going forward, until and unless the levels of 4600 are not violated, so persistent might also be one of the trades on the long side. Next we will have BALRAMCHIN. This is something which came in my radar lately, and it was able to give a closing of 350. You can see it tried to dip, and then there was a buying came at 350 levels, and I think going forward BALRAMCHIN will also be one of this a good candidate. IDFC we have already discussed. Now let's go for Pharma. So Pharma is also I have 2-3 pharma stocks. So Pharma is one of them. It actually was able to give a nice breakout over the levels of 720, and then it was able to maintain, and now you can see it's actually going forward. So this Pharma is also looking good. The next one is Aarti Industry. and the reason is pretty simple. We discussed already SRF, and also Aarti Industry is also very near to this particular zone. You can see this was earlier a zone of reversal, so let's see how this actually moves. A move over 1020 closing would be a really good one for Aarti Industries. The rain, new addition in the FNO space, and this is actually looking good for now, and at least the levels of 250 should be achievable. Let's see how it goes. So there was a very nice consolidation which happened at 200 levels earlier, and then in just a matter of 3 sessions it was able to regain the levels of 244 245 levels from 200. So it shows that there is some buying interest. The next one is National Alum, and so this is one of the PSU sectors, banking, so one of the PSU sector companies which is actually showing a good move. So here it came, and then there was a good buying came, and now it's again consolidating. So hopefully from here 110 in National Alum would be a good target. The next one would be Sun Pharma, and I just have some 5-6 left. Sun Pharma is similar to the structure for all pharma. It is also made a 52 week high, and going forward, as long as it's able to hold the levels of 800, or Sun Pharma should be able to take the momentum forward. The next company I have is from cement sector, and that's Ramco Cement. And so you can see Ramco Cement was able to was able to close above this levels of 1000. Going forward, the levels of 980, or even you can say this 970 would be an interesting one for us to track. In any case, if there is a failed breakout, then again it will come towards the levels of 950. It was always in a box. So it seems like either it's a time for it to break this box, or maybe it will again fall. So no matter what, Ramco Cement is definitely going to be a trade for the next week for me. The next one is Dr. Reddy, and this is also as we had discussed Dr. Reddy multiple times in the past, 3-4 months ago, 2-3 months ago. 5000 is a very strong resistance, and we are just hoping for Dr. Reddy to break the levels of 5000 and give a strong closing and carry forward the momentum. From here we can say levels of 4750 is actually an important level, as long as that level is not being violated. So theoretically Dr. Reddy can actually go forward. The next one is again from IT space, and this is Bilasoft. Very fantastic structure, a very good move came from the levels of 470. I remember over here I bought at 470, and then it was able to give a very good jump, and now theoretically it is going towards the levels of 550. Hopefully I hope this won't actually it will be definitely 550 is a strong resistance, so it will face some resistance, but at least let's hope that the levels of 510 are not breached on a closing basis in Bilasoft. The next company is India Mart, and this is also a relatively new addition to our FNO space. So this is a sort of a company which we are just trying to so basically here we are actually more interested on the short trade, and if any bounce comes in, we are going to just leave it. But if it is able, if it breaks the levels of 6300 on a closing basis, you can see then there can be more weakness in India Mart. So Aarti we have already discussed, and yeah, and the last one maybe Coforge. If I have not discussed, I think I have, but still I think I have, because Coforge I mentioned that it closed at an all-time high. So folks, these are a few of the companies which are in my radar. Hope this short video is going to give you an idea of all the companies which I am interested in tracking for the next week. That's from 3rd of Jan onwards. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.